Alright guys, well good morning. Happy 10K for the Walt Disney World Marathon. I'll show you what I'm wearing. So my ears, and then Officer Hop's outfit, and then I have like already 2 layers of pants, and I'm actually gonna go put a couple more layers on before I actually head out. But start of the 10K, so I am going to head out and go get on a bus. It is 33 degrees out. So excited about being outside one more time. But I will check in with you guys after the race. Alright guys, well I am back from Minnie's 10K. I will show you the medal. And it's actually really cute. I like it. I've never done the Minnie 10K because it wasn't here when I did it a couple years ago. But I love the 10K, and then Minnie and Mickey, and then 2018. And then the strap's really cute as well. So really good. Still really cold, but a good race. It seemed busier. I stopped for only 3 character photo ops, and my time was like an hour and 16 minutes or something. I know, don't quote me on there, somewhere in there. But I was just like, huh? Like, that's crazy long for me. But the corrals are being like, so corral A has multiple divisions, so they'll take, you know, a couple hundred and section them off. So corral A takes like 6 to 8 minutes just to get them all off. It used to be just corral A, and 3 minutes later it'd be corral B, and you know, so they'd siphon through them pretty quick. But I was like near the back of corral A today, and I didn't start for 6 minutes after, because I looked at my watch and it was like 5:35, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I would almost had my first mile in. Okay, half a mile in, but it seemed like by the time I got to the character op, like the first one, it just seemed like by the time I got there, it was so busy, and I was like, oh, I really want to stop. I've never gotten a picture with Pocahontas, so I really want to stop here. And then by the time I got to the second one, it was like crazy busy, so I skipped a couple, and then there was one, you know, and so on and so on. I tried to find the character photo ops that weren't so busy, but it was very busy. Just seemed more busy than usual for a 10K. And I've done Wine and Dine, I've done Princess, I've done Tinkerbell, and then now this is the first Disney marathon. So there's that. But I'll tell you guys later, I opt out of room service, which is a good idea. I'll just tell you now. So I opted out of room service, and if you opt out of room service, you get $10 a night. So I've already been here 3 nights. So I've already been here 3 nights, so I lost like $30. And literally, I'm not making a mess at all. And if I do, I pick up after myself. When we have the kids, we need vacuumed every day, beds made, sheets are a mess. I mean, just everything's a mess usually with the kids. It's just impossible to keep up after 4 people in a small room. But when it's just me and I'm coming back in the room, I don't need the maid service. And they said, if you need anything, just call and we'll deliver it. And that's still like on the house. So I got a $30 gift card because I have 3 more days, and they said, well, would you like a $30 gift card? And I said, yes. Like, I don't need room service. So that actually worked out really good. So now I am going to shower. I have fast passes for Epcot, so I'm going to take you guys to Epcot today. All right, guys, so I am completely bundled up. I have on like a little lightweight hoodie, then my huge fleece, And then I have my coat I've been wearing, and then I'll get my hat and gloves. So I am ready to go. I'm going to go get some breakfast at the cafeteria and then head on over to Epcot. And I will take you guys with me. Time to head to Epcot. Epcot. Finally got through the bag search. Hey, Mom. Yeah, are Norway backpacks?
I don't like it at all. There, it's on the bottom.
There's Soren.
Hey, let's go.
There's Chippendale at the Garden Grill. Getting closer.
And enjoy your flight. Oh.
Hello and welcome to Soren. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please
inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography or using video lights until we reach the greenhouses. From the surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicines, and other elements essential to our lives.
See the restaurant up there.
In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals at the surface of this land, even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that will one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the
by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water.
Welcome to our living laboratories, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world.
Source of chocolate.
When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are 3 of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. Plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Monkey puzzle tree, edible nuts.
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area.
Cool farming.
With aquaculture, the fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts
Warm.
In a spaceship, our planet has sailed through the universe of time. Yes, we are alone, struggling to survive, until we learn to communicate with one another. We create rules. There was only one small problem. When we moved, the recorded knowledge stayed behind. Printing papyrus, a sort of paper. Papyrus in turn creates better record keeping, plans, designs, and unfortunately taxes. But it also brings with it the dawn of great civilizations. At this point, each civilization has its own form of writing, which none of the others can understand. But the Phoenicians, who trade with all of them, have a solution. They create a simple to learn your ABCs? Thank the Phoenicians. They invented them. Learned from the Greeks, the Romans created powerful empires. To move their armies around, they built a system of roads all over the living world. Rome, built before in Egypt, is burned. Much of our learning is destroyed, lost forever. Or so we think. It turns out there are copies of some of these books in the libraries of the Middle East, being watched over by Arab and Jewish scholars. Call it the first backup system. The books are saved, and with them our dreams of the future. Recording books by hand, but that is about to change.
Hundreds gathered today.
And in 1969, from somewhere else,
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
to send a man to the moon, we had to invent a new language, spoken not by man, but by computers. Together we form a super network that glows with billions of interactions. And once again, we stand on the brink of a new renaissance. Is to shape the future of this, our spaceship Earth.
This one. One car.
Well done. Now, along with your answers, let's add in some amazing new technology. Now I believe your future is just about ready. Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future. Here in your future, staying healthy is as easy as getting out of bed in the morning. You can get daily health checkups just by taking a smart pill with your vitamins. After scanning your body with light waves, it sends the info to your doctor to let her know things are A-OK. And now you're ready to start your healthy day. The end.
Beautiful
Or
future.
should I say,